Welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase and this is All Things Rem. So what did I go buy myself now? Well, clearly if you guys saw the thumbnail, you know that right now I am driving a 2022 Challenger TA. That's right, the TA, the tits and ass. That's what it gets you, tits and ass. Just kidding, that's not what it stands for. But I finally bought myself a new car, and just in time to buy myself a new car, am I going to be reviewing this GPS system for cars. So it kind of like worked out just fine. So I thought what I would do is go over my car, the new 2022 Challenger, and we'd sort of go over exactly like why I'm excited about it. Now the 2022 Challenger that I purchased, the TA model, is basically the Scat Pat. What it is the 6.4 liter V8, 485 horsepower, 475 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in something that is ridiculous. I think it's like 4.2 seconds. I don't really know. But honestly, this thing is amazing. I haven't bought myself a new car basically ever. I can't say that the 2015 Dodge Journey that I bought brand new was really a new car, because that was a family car. It wasn't something for myself. I bought this for myself. I'm 37 years old, and you know what? Honestly, haven't bought myself really anything brand new. So I decided, you know what? 2022 is going to be the year that I buy myself. Basically, this is not the car of my dreams. This is the second car of my dreams. The first car of my dreams is the Corvette C8. Now, I love the Corvette C8. It is the American exotic car, mid-engine that a lot of people would love to have, and so would I. Well, here in Alaska, it's just not reasonable right now. Honestly, they had one for sale, and it was $92,000, the 2LT, and it's just not worth it to me to buy a $92,000 2LT car that I could fly down to Seattle or fly down to Idaho or wherever else and buy for $20,000 less. It just wasn't worth it to me. So what did I buy instead? I bought the Challenger TA. Now it is knuckle white and it does have the TA package, so it does have that really cool black satin hood, roof, and trunk. Honestly, I think it's pretty awesome. I love the black rims of it. I love just that dulled out feature in contrast to that knuckle white. There's only one more in Anchorage, Alaska that's just like this in a city of 350,000 people, and it's at a dealership right now. Now this car is not cheap. It is extremely affordable when it comes to muscle cars. Came in at I think $57,000. I ended up picking it up I think for $54,000. I did get the extended warranty only because when I bought my Dodge Journey back in the day, I was able to buy a lifetime warranty. They don't offer those anymore, but I did get the extended warranty because I know that I'm going to be driving this, and I know that I'm going to be putting some miles behind the wheel, and I really don't feel like working on cars anymore. I used to work on cars so much when I was a kid. I don't want to work on them anymore. So let's talk about this car, and then the next video again will be of this GPS system for cars. So basically, I wanted something that wasn't the Corvette, but it was going to give me enough horsepower that I was going to have fun, and it was going to look aggressive, and it was going to be an American muscle car. Step in the 2022 Challenger TA. Not a big fan of the Chargers. I think the Chargers, even if you buy a Charger Hellcat or Hellcat Red Eye or whatever you want in the Charger, I think it still kind of looks like a family car, right? It's a four-door sedan, really doesn't have that muscle look. No matter what you do to it, to me, it just does not have that aggressive muscle look like the Challenger has. So I ended up getting the Challenger instead. Now my buddy Eric has a Charger. It's cute, it really is, but it's just not the Challenger. Now the Challenger is slightly heavier, so it is a little slower, I guess, when you come to engine, tranny to tranny. This is an 8-speed automatic. Honestly, I thought about getting the manual or the standard because I was raised on a stick shifter. However, the 6-speed and the 8-speed you know, you can argue both ways. You can argue that the 8-speed may be better because you have lower gears in the lower end, so it can get you faster. Some people could argue that, hey, I like to control the gearing system with my own ability to change the gears through the manual. However, honestly, I really don't care. I want to be able to cruise the car around without having to worry about shifting in traffic. I did that for so many years. I just don't want to do it anymore. So I ended up getting the 8-speed automatic transmission in this. Now, one of the things that I really like about this is that it has the SRT Dashboard. Now, the dashboard offers you the ability to change from track to sport, custom, auto mode. It has some awesome features like line lock. Honestly, I've never been able to do a perfect burnout until I activated the line lock. Honestly, it's pretty awesome. Does have launch control, so it really does give you that ability, that punchy power that you want, the 0 to 60. Now, the tires are a little thinner. If this was the wide body and it had the wider tires in the back, then honestly it would grip better. But honestly, you know, this does have a lot of power for what it offers. So let's see. So I'll give you an example. So right now I'm cruising at 20 miles an hour. Actually, let me switch over. So personally, I like driving the car in custom mode. Now in custom mode, I have the transmission in sport, the paddle shifters are on, the traction controls in sport, and the steering is in track. It just gives a little bit better responsiveness when you're driving. Yes, is this thing a gas guzzler? Yes, it used premium gas. And honestly, if I look at my average miles per gallon, I think it's 16, and on the highway I think it's like 22. I did put some highway miles on this. I only have 1,200 miles on this. I bought this car brand new, 27 miles on it. I probably put 5 of those miles on it test driving it, so didn't really have a whole lot of miles on it. But when I drive this thing, it's just, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but you just, right now I'm going 30, you hit the gas and it just goes. Now I can't say that I've had this thing extremely fast. I mean, I don't want to admit that I've had this up to 132 miles an hour on a straightaway, but it was like that. Now, this is not a Hellcat. Yes, people would say, you know what you should have bought? You should have bought the Hellcat instead, or the brand new Jailbreak. You should have bought that instead. Well, if I was going to spend, instead of spending $53,000, $54,000 on this, and I was going to buy something like a Hellcat, I would have just spent the extra money on the Corvette that I wanted to begin with. Now, the reason I compromise on this is because it has a back seat. And me, I have a kid, I have a girlfriend who has a kid, and I have a family. So because of that, it's just better right now. It's more advantageous to have a back seat. That being said, this thing is extremely fun. 485 horsepower is nothing to shake a stick at. In fact, when I went to the dealership, I was considering for just a moment, getting the V6, under 300 horsepower. And I was like, well, what else do you have? And they're like, well, we have the 5.7 liter V8. Well, that's cute. It only has, what, 308 horsepower, 310 horsepower, which is like nothing. And then I got behind the wheel of the 6.4, and honestly, I just love the way it feels. And you know what? It's funny because there's a lot of Challengers in this world, a lot of Challengers, not a whole lot of Challengers that look like this, but there's still a lot of Challengers. And honestly, I've never gotten more compliments in a car than this car. I don't know if it's the satin hood with the knuckle white. I don't know if it's the Bowser emblem on the side. I don't know if it's the aggressive profile, but I'm extremely happy with this car. And honestly, it is really hard sometimes for me not to get up on it. The only thing that stops me from really getting up on it is right now, it is nearly June 2022 and gas prices, boom, are through the roof. I think it's like, here in Alaska, I think premium is $6.29. So the only thing stopping me from getting on it all the time isn't because I don't want to put the wear on the engine, because these things are optimized for horsepower right now. And honestly, I can tell you this, that the only thing stopping me from getting up on it all the time is the gas prices, right? But even if I bought a Corvette, it would still, it's going to consume nearly the same amount. So guys, this is just a quick overview of the first brand new car that I've ever bought, and this thing is just so much fun. Thank you for joining me inside of my brand new car and going for a quick drive with me while I have a little bit of fun on this Tuesday morning. Now, I am getting a vasectomy tomorrow, and you guys probably didn't want to know that, but you know, hey, you guys are part of this big family. So basically, I am going to be out for a few days. Then I will be doing a review on this GPS system. Again, it's for a car, and it is perfect. It is perfect. The fact that I bought a brand new car in Anchorage, Alaska, like 2 years ago. We had something like 300 cars stolen in a month. Like, it was a busy summer of stolen vehicles. So glad that I have this GPS system. I'm going to test out. I'm going to review, test it out, put it on my brand new car, and then I'll put my money where my mouth is, because this thing, again, was not cheap. I do not want it to get stolen. That being said, if you like videos and videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a comment of the content you guys would like to see on this channel. Guess what? I got a lot of videos coming up in the future. Not just this GPS system. I have a 2-liter dive tank from Smatco that they sent me. I'm doing a review this weekend. I will release it next week. I also bought a customized Seiko Submariner Comex dive watch. I will be reviewing in the next few days also. Basically, what I'm trying to do outside of this light procedure I'm getting done tomorrow, getting them balls snipped. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is releasing a video every 3 days. I'm trying to be consistent for you guys on the channel. Those subscribers that have stuck around for so long, I'm trying to give you guys content. And I basically, what the next 2 months looks like is a video every 2 to 3 days. Chase straps will be up. I'm building the website right now. It will be up probably on Monday, and all the straps will be for sale that I have up on my website. Honestly, really great quality watch straps. I'm really excited about sort of what the future holds for Chase straps, for all things random. I will be doing a video once that website is live. I'll be doing a video, and I'll be going over all the inventory of all the products that I will have on my channel. Anyways, make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop that next video, and I will see you in the next one.